Got Brandon Walker up in Baton Rouge with Congressman Julia Letlow's campaign. Whitney Miller also in Baton Rouge with Treasurer John Fleming's campaign. But we're going to start with Brandon, who is over at that party that they are hoping will eventually turn into a victory party. It still looks pretty empty around you. It's already 9 o'clock, Brandon. What is going on and how are they feeling, the people who are there?
Yeah, well, you know, part configuration of the room, Devin, also part who is here and who is not here. So yeah, as we showed you earlier, behind us, you've got the podium on the other side of what is a basketball court here. To my left is a bar area, and you've got people congregating, not necessarily a big crowd per se in terms of who's who. You've got a lot of Congresswoman Julia Letlow's supporters. Of course, her congressional district, Louisiana Congressional District 5, does not cover the New Orleans area. So a lot of the people you see here are not from the New Orleans area. Every now and then I go in just to go see who is who and what they're talking about and how they are doing, and they are feeling victorious. And they are feeling victorious for the most part because of the results that we are seeing coming in. Already showing a great advantage for Congresswoman Letlow, and depending on where you are in news sources, the race already being called for her. The Associated Press projecting right now that Letlow will win, and WWL right now officially, as we are live here on air, calling this race officially here for the Republican primary, who will go on to represent the Republican Party in the race for Senate from Louisiana. Congresswoman Julia Letlow will get that push here, according to our numbers here at WWL, calling it for you live. As far as that is concerned, we kind of saw this coming as far as that momentum is concerned in terms of what our experts have said too. Dr. Silas Lee, Ron Fauché, among others there, getting the president's endorsement. Of course, that saw us to say goodbye to now lame duck Senator Bill Cassidy and saying hello to what supporters here will hopefully be Senator Julia Letlow. The Congresswoman has not entered the room just yet. We have not heard from her, but again, did hear some cheers in the room a few minutes ago when the Associated Press called the race for her, and now here on WWL, we are calling the race for Congresswoman Julia Letlow. When you look at this and when you ask, well, what are voters looking for, it's a question of how strong the president's endorsement was, right, looking into this, and that's what our experts have talked about. But as far as who is more Trumpian, so to speak, among the two, you've got John Fleming, who says, hey, listen, not only am I too a former congressman, I worked within the Trump administration. So while I don't have his administration, I know his playbook. I'll function by way of it. However, Julia Letlow has been campaigning on what is a 15-point plan, as she puts it, and it is in line with the Trump doctrine. We are seeing that work toward her favor right now with WWL not calling the race for her. It's a matter of time before she does take the podium here to address her supporters in what is a very cheerful room here, just waiting for her to come out to address her supporters here in this room in Baton Rouge. Though for now, let's send things back to you. Again, projecting this race for Congresswoman Letlow, got a lot of people who were cheering a little earlier when those numbers were beginning to come in. So they are happy here, but the Congresswoman is yet to walk into the room to greet her supporters. So once that happens, and once we see who is here to support her, again, looking for those from the New Orleans area, not seeing that just yet, but we will be sure to bring that to you when we get it. Devin, let's send things back to you.